Happy holidays, everyone. This is my 2010 Christmas card that I made, and I wanted to show you how I did it. So I think this technique I'm using on this is reverse masking. And the first thing you're going to need is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of black cardstock cut in half to make, and then folded in half to make the A2 size card. Then you're going to need 3 pieces of white cardstock. The first one will be 5 by 3.5. The second one will be 5 1/4 by 4 inches. The last one will be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. This is the biggest one, and what you're going to want to do is take some sort of border punch or decorative scissors, and you're going to punch out the border. And for the sake of time, I've already done that. So then you've got your piece here, you can see with my border, and I'm going to adhere that down with my ATG gun to the card. And when you adhere this down, you want to leave just a small border, about 1/8 of an inch border around, so the black shows through. And there you've got your base for your card. The next, the middle size piece is a piece that will go inside the card. This is kind of an optional thing. You could sign the card with a white pen, but I think it looks a little bit nicer to adhere a piece of cardstock inside. So that's what I use the second piece for. The third piece will be the 5 by 3.5. Okay, the next piece, the 5 by 3.5 piece, you're going to stamp with your background stamp. I've chosen these trees. So you're going to ink it up really good. And when I stamp, I always stamp on this really thin piece of foam. Seems like I get a better image that way, at least for me. So you'll get your image stamped, let it just dry for a sec. Okay, then what I did was I have taken a piece of white cardstock and I've punched a 2-inch circle out of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this down, position it where I want to, through the trees, and lay it down. And then I'm going to take some scattered straw distress ink and my sponge, if I can find it. There we go. And I'm going to ink it up. I'm just going to rub my sponge in a circular motion. Till I get my moon. And that will be the moon. And then when that dries, I'm going to take some repositional tape and put it on the back of the circle that I punched out from this other piece of paper. Then I'm going to put it over the moon. Then I'm going to take my chipped sapphire ink oh, that's not holding. My repositional is not holding. So I'm going to try this other tape here. Okay. I'm going to start off the edge on my craft sheet and work my way towards the circle. This is a beautiful color, and it's just, I thought it was just perfect for the night sky because it's just a dark blue, but it's just such a beautiful color. You just keep going around till you get the color that you want. I do it around the edges so it's a little bit darker around the edges, and then gets a little bit lighter as it goes in towards the middle. Then when you have the desired effect, you can take off the piece and you've got your card that's inked up. Then the next thing I'm going to do, you can, if you have a stamp that you think will work, you can do it. I've got this stamp for the snow, but I didn't like the effect it gave. But I have an embossing pen, and I really liked that a lot better. So what you do is you get a piece of paper underneath to catch your embossing powder, and then I just took this and started tapping all over it, and I just made little dots like snowflakes. And then for the snow, I took the other side, which is a little bit thicker, and went along the tree line. Made some bigger snowflakes with this other end. It's got two ends on it, like a lot of markers do. I don't know, I tried this a couple ways, and I just thought this turned out prettier. And then I take my Udi, okay guys, I had a problem. My embossing pen ran out of ink. It was too dry to do this next part, so my UT did not stick. And I have too much to do to go to the store to buy an embossing pen just to finish this card. So I'm going to tell you how I did the rest. I dotted it. I embossed it with UT, then I repeated that process to fill in any areas that were lacking for the snow, and I heat embossed it again. Then I took this last piece that I've just inked and embossed and attached it to my card and put a little ribbon around the bottom of it. So then I will write my sentiment inside, so the outside will just be plain. There won't be a sentiment on the outside. But I thought it turned out really pretty, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll see you next time.